Hello everyone, we're joined by Coach Mars today. Coach, how you doing?
Very well, Terry. Yeah, good, thank you.
Good man. So you got a big card coming up this Friday. What's some of the boys on the card? Who are you coaching on the card?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it would have been a much bigger card with Ellie Booth and Harley Hodges and Daryl Bath, but with small medical queries and things like that, they've not been able to box. So, yeah, Connor Edney, will be a super fly, but he's going to box a little heavier because it's an on-the-day weigh-in. And obviously,
Bantamweight, right? Is he?
he's going to box at bantamweight, but we can boil him down a bit more than that, and it'll be much better down at that lower weight, being as short as he is.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
He was saying he wants to go to the British title sort of route.
That's up to him. And to be honest with you, he can underperform a little bit in sparring, and a bit like Michael McKinson. Like Mikey can sometimes spar quite badly, but it's on the night he seems to come alive, and that's what's more important, isn't it?
100%.
So yeah, we're excited for him, and it's up to him, isn't it? Sky's the limit. Aggressive little fighter.
He is aggressive. Yeah, he's 1-0 at the moment.
Yeah, he's only one though. A bit of a COVID, one of those boxers that COVID didn't do any favours to because he wasn't an elite, so he wasn't carrying on boxing. Yeah.
So what's the sort of, he's got 1-0. We said about potentially going on to the British route and stuff like that. But how long have you been coaching him for?
Yeah, I mean, I came into the team about 5 years ago, when I was looking after Gary Neal at the time for the James Tennyson fight. I'd come from Lee Park Amateur Boxing Club into that. So I think Connor's been with us from the very start. So I'm not sure. I think about 3 years, something like that. I'm not sure, something like that. Yeah, 3 years that we've been together.
Well,
yeah.
I guess the last, as long as he's been staying in the gym, those 3 years has given him the opportunity to adapt from the amateurs to the pro style.
Yeah. Being amongst Mikey and Lucas, and you're constantly picking stuff up. The difference between amateur and professional boxing seems nothing, and it's everything at the same time. You're fighting journeymen that are very experienced in that initial period, and they'll have every trick in the book, to make life difficult for you, and you need to learn to, adapt. And you have to entertain the crowd as well. It's not, it's your duty to.
Yeah, 100%. And how about Liam Griffith?
Yeah, I mean, Liam, obviously you've interviewed him. He's an incredible character.
Yeah, he's definitely got a story to say.
Yeah, I've known him for a little while. I've taken him for a couple of away jobs as someone to look after him, and he's good company. Yeah, it's great. 90 odd fights in it, and you feel like no man should ever do that. Really, it can't.
Yeah, trying to go for that magic 100 as well.
Whether he will or not is up to Liam. I mean, who knows? But yeah, he's a character, and he'll come to fight as well. Yeah.
Amazing. What do you expect from him this Friday?
From Liam?
Yeah.
I think Liam's obviously sold a ton of tickets, and so I think it'll be an entertaining fight. Actually, I'm not sure what he brings. I've just done a pad session with him. I don't train Liam, but he switches orthodox and southpaw, and he can punch a little bit. But he's probably been used to not winning for a long time. Now he's got to switch on and have a good fight at home, and yeah.
Change that mindset.
A little mindset change, and we've had to get him to come forward today rather than grab you and sling you into the corner and
try and grab a look, get through a fight.
And jab, yeah. So yeah, be good fun.
Yeah, looking forward to his fight. He does seem like an entertaining fighter, so he'll be good. And we also got Matt King.
Yeah, Matt King, like from amateur schooling, not the most elite amateur, but what he does bring is real serious power. So I think anyone that gets in the ring with him, they'll start backing off quite quickly once they feel his punches. It's one of these sort of stringy looking, not Joe Calzaghe's a bit unfair, like Joe Calzaghe, one of the greatest boxers ever, but he's got that, like his body doesn't look ripped, and he's a bit gangly, but if he catches you, you're off to the land of nod probably. So.
6'2", he said.
Yeah, he's a big welterweight, and he's actually a super lightweight. We'll get him down to 10 stone, no problem. So he can really, yeah.
Do you reckon he'll keep that power at lightweight or super lightweight?
Yeah, I think so, because he walks around at this sort of. He's not really had to boil down too much. I mean, he got a little bit out of shape, but yeah, he will. Okay, yeah, for sure. He's got those long sort of whipping arms, if you know what I mean. Yeah, leverage.
He looks like
the Lockseef lever. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Michael Ballingle named him. Michael Ballingle Jr. named him.
Is that what you named him?
Yeah.
Wow. So, what do you expect out of from Matt as well this Friday?
Yeah, we have been trying to change his style a little bit. He was back footing quite a lot, and it would suit him better to stand and sit a little bit for a bit longer, so he can get his shots off really, and his power's better than his boxing. Is that fair? Yeah. So yeah, good. Amazing. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. So 5 belts confirmed. Unfortunately, you had a few pullouts of the fights as well.
Yeah, very
You were
unlucky,
just
really.
saying that. Who were some of the boys and girls that were pulled out of the fight?
Yeah, so Ellie Booth, who is a really good female fighter, beautiful boxer. She's got a shoulder injury, which is tough. So we pulled her out. We even were trying to, can we get through this guy in Southpaw? And it's not the right thing to do, so we cut that. And Daryl Bath, who was going to make his debut, good fighter, very nicely schooled from Poseidon. Just a small query on an eye test, no problems. He'll box okay, but the British Boxing Board of Control are obviously, very safety conscious, and every box must be ticked. So he's got that little box to tick, which won't be a problem. So yeah, and then poor old Harley Hodgetts, who's a really exciting fighter, broke his foot in training. I mean, unbelievable, just a little slip in the ring. But he has got size 6 feet.
Has he really?
I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but yeah.
He's obviously a big boy now, isn't he? I've known him for quite a few years, but he's...
Yeah, and he's a big, strong middleweight. Maybe you can get him down a little bit lighter, but yeah, he's got size 6 feet, so yeah.
What do you reckon about Harley as well? Obviously, what's the goal with him?
Yeah, I think the goal with Harley is to be ambitious, even though he's not young. He's still got plenty of time ahead of him. He's not got any miles on the clock, and he can do a little bit of everything. He's a nice boxer. He's got good power in both hands, and he's sparred very well. I mean, we had the I can't remember Gianni.
The Italian boxer
came over. Like when you see him with him, he held his own. Can hold his own with Lucas and Mikey as well in sparring. So yeah, an exciting fight, Harley Hodgetts, yeah.
And did he sell a lot? I believe he's got quite a good following, so I think he'll be good in the ticket selling.
Yeah, he's a popular lad as well, so you're right. Yeah, he does sell tickets. I think on previous shows when I think Lucas had boxed and Mikey had boxed, Lucas and Harley had boxed, they're sort of similar fans. But yeah, so yeah, he could sell all right. Yeah.
How about yourself, Mars? Obviously, you've been around the game for a long time. Have you got any fighters that are coming through on your rank as well that are not on this show? Anyone else that you're working with that you're looking forward to the development of?
No, that's all of us. So I think we're looking after 6 in the sort of Michael Ballingall's team, which is Michael McKinson, Lucas, Harley, Ellie, Connor, all the guys. We are bringing in people. People have trials with us, but we're at the point now that if you're not 100% serious, then we haven't got time to really. You want to put your all into a fighter, so you can't have someone that's just going to play at it, or a hobby boxer, so yeah, we will take on probably 1 or 2 more.
Amazing.
I think Michael's prepared to manage as many as he can, but you can only train so many fighters. You know what I mean?
Did you ever do any training with Eric Noanko?
No, I didn't actually, and Mike always tells me about his ferocious power. We've had a lot of conversations about Eric. I've met Eric a few times, nice guy. He used to say he brings the whole of Africa with his left hook. So I would have really looking forward to seeing Eric. I'm not sure exactly, his was another medical thing, but just dotting I's and crossing T's that he didn't get done in time. So shame.
Shame. It'd been good to see him box on his home shows. Obviously, he's been a away fighter, quite a few. So it would have been good to see him box on the show, but hopefully we'll see him soon.
Yeah, dangerous lad, and I hope to see him back on. I know if this show goes well and it's a success, and Steve Bennell, the promoter, enjoys it, then hopefully we'll go again. Nice to get all the boys out on one show. It's a busy night for us, but a good night for Portsmouth boxing. Yeah.
Which is what we want. Portsmouth boxing's on a high as well. Since Mikey McKinson's done his success out there, I think it's just going to grow. It shows that you can actually go in and do it, right?
It shows that you don't have to be an elite amateur if you go down the right path, and Mike's quite a unique mental character. His mental strength has driven him on. He's so. I was out in LA with him before his dad flew over, so I was looking after him in the week before the fight, and the opponent changed, and phone call, 6'2" welterweight. Okay, we'll take the fight. Walk a bit further to the gym. That fight's off. We've got a Mexican for you. We'll take the fight. And it went on like that, and he didn't bat an eyelid about it. He will fight anyone. He was prepared to fight Virgil Ortiz. So, Oscar De La Hoya said to us, I really respect you, that you're a real fighting man, you'll fight anyone. And that's where Mike is at the moment, just waiting for a phone call, and doesn't matter who he is, I genuinely will fight anyone. And if you go with that attitude, then you're probably going to go quite a long way.
True, I had an interview with him I think last week, and he exactly what you said, he's got that same mentality, he'll fight anyone. And he's had that taste of a little bit of experience out in America, and he wants it again.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to seeing his development as well.
Yeah, me too. And actually going on from that, Lucas, who just needs a break. Lucas, of all the boys, is the killer in sparring. No one wants to get, if you get him in spar with Lucas, you're going to know about it. Sometimes Mikey, like you say, Mikey can have a bit of a flat night. Connor can have a bit of a flat night. Ellie can. Lucas always turns up. Do you know what I mean? And he just needs a break now in a fight, and he's mandatory for the English. And we just hope that goes to plan for him.
Who's the English champion at his weight at the moment? I don't suppose you know, because he's moved up in weight, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head now who it was. He obviously had the fight with Myron Mills, but the weight cut was so extreme for him. He just didn't perform like he can. When you're so brilliant in sparring and a little bit flatter on the night, then it just is the weight thing. So it's not a mental thing with Lucas. He's a very serious boy, really.
They say his brother said it himself. He's probably the better fighter out of the two.
Well, I'm going to disagree. I will have to disagree because he's definitely the better sparrer, but Mike always performs on the night.
Yeah.
Lucas has come up a tiny bit short. The fight he had in Russia, he was robbed. I think you're allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. He was robbed in Russia. The Myron Mills English title fight, he just wasn't quite himself because of the weight making issues. So now he's gone up in a weight. I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
We look forward to watching the show on Friday. Watching you go crazy. I'm sure you have a number of corners that you'll be doing on the night.
Yeah, a few hands to wrap. Actually, I made all the pads up in advance, and then all these fights have dropped out. So I might be right.
Take a
Just few
moment
hands
there.
to wrap. Yeah, a few hands to wrap.
So, no, best luck with it. I look forward to seeing the fight on Friday. Hopefully, we'll catch a word with you after as well.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you very much, Mark. Cheers, mate.